Good morning, world. Good morning. It's coffee time. Coach down the building. Mugs raised. Get your mugs up. Get your glasses together. Listen, I just told IG, and I want y'all to know this now because you might not have heard me when I told IG. But here's what I want you to know today, this moment right now. Today is the best day to be the best you. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute because sometimes you say things that people they can't wrap their minds around it, right? Take them a little bit of time. They got to think about it, concentrate, contemplate on it, see what's really saying, right? But today, on this day right now, this very moment, this is the best day to be the best you. I don't know how else to tell you that. I don't know how else to get you to realize that you can be the greatest you've ever been. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me. In this very moment, y'all, nobody can change that. Nobody can rearrange how that's going to be in your life. Nobody can tell you how your life can, will, should be. They can say what they want, but you got control. Did you know you had control? Did you know you had control of this day, of this very moment? That regardless to what has happened prior to this moment, you've got control over it. And you can make this day. I'm just gonna leave this up here for a little bit today because I want people to understand what that means. I don't know if everybody get it. It's like King Maxie. Listen, King, hear what I'm trying to tell you. This is a message for you today. I don't know what your morning is like. I don't know how you're feeling this morning. I don't know what your yesterday was or your last night. I don't know if you had breakfast yet. But I want you to know that today, this day right now, is the best day to be the best you can be. Take that word and run with it. Just say it to yourself throughout the day. Because somebody's going to hit me up tomorrow and be like, yo, coach, you said this and then this happened. I have dreams, right? Like everybody else, I have dreams. I have ideas, some things that I want to see come to life. But Prada, Shirley, listen, today is the best day to be the best you. I need to do this because I misspelled something. I need to do this again. I want you to type that today is the best day to be the best you. This is the one that because I misspelled it and I was so excited to get it out that I didn't even reread it. But today is the best day to be the best you. I don't care what happened yesterday, last year. I got bad news. I'll say that this week was a very challenging week, the entire week. A lot of things that I thought I would see or I thought would happen, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. There's nothing I can do to change that, right? Those moments have passed. In fact, in the moments, Devo on Wheels, good morning. Today is the best day to be the best you. Listen, in fact, in those moments, right? When I was struggling with some disappointment and struggling with some things that just didn't work in my favor, I was still receiving email messages and still getting people wanting to do business with me with bad news coming in, flooding in the gates, right? All this ain't gonna happen. This not gonna work. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm sorry to inform you. Blah 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 blah. And even in the moments of that, there was good energies coming in. I'll be honest with y'all. Be honest with y'all. I have not had a good week. I have not had a good week. I come on this camera. I'm a different person. I'm pulling energies that I don't even realize are within me because I want to be here and be present for y'all, right? And I'm present for you when I come on the screen. You don't know all of the things that I'm going through when I'm on here. But today, this week has not been a good week. It had not. A lot of my regular activities failed all this week. Did not shine for me this week. But I didn't give up, right? And then I woke up not realizing that I still had a chance to be the best me. Do you even understand what that means? Do you understand? It's cloudy outside. It looks like it wants to rain. It was 70 degrees the other day. It was a beautiful day. Took the baby for a walk. Came back in. It was warm in the house. We didn't have to have the air running, right? There was no hot air going through. We didn't need the heating to go. It was all good. But there were things that were going on in my life that were not great. I was not happy. I was disappointed. Even within myself, I was disappointed in myself. Kendra, good morning to you.
Good
I'm,
morning.
tell- I'm telling everybody that my week had not been a good week. I've had a rough week this week. But
Why?
when I come on this camera, when I turn this computer on, I'm not going to give you that energy because I don't want you to know that energy. And I
Mhm.
had to realize that today on this Friday, I was telling myself exactly what I posted. Today is the best day to be the best you can be. I was telling myself that without saying words, and I didn't realize it.
Yep.
But now that I realize it, that's what it is. I want everybody to know that, and I want everybody to say it. At some point today, you should be willing to say that to yourself. It's the best day to do it.
Today is what do we need to say?
Today is the best day to be
Today
the
is the
best you.
best day to be the best me.
Right.
Today is the best day to be the best me.
It is. Because you know why? Tomorrow is another chance to be better tomorrow. But on this moment, you can't do this again. Y'all not listening. You only got one shot today.
That's
And
true.
that's to start it now. You get one shot for this day. And I think we need to pay attention to that. I've had a rough week. Trust me, a rough week.
Just a lot going on. Busy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful thing about it is that I've had some goals to achieve and some things that I'm looking forward to. Like because I'm so ready for Saturday. I'm so ready for Saturday. When Saturday comes, it's going to be crazy. And so
Mm-hmm.
I've been preparing for that. But in that, I've been fighting all of these negative things and things that just weren't good for me all this week.
Mm-hmm.
And the changes I've had this week has been different from the previous weeks. Like everything, the whole routine of this week has been different. But I made it through. We made it through, y'all.
Yes, we
You
did.
goddamn right. Let's celebrate that.
I
Too
went.
fat.
So, and just in agreeing with you, I went for I go walking I went walking this morning, and I started not to go just because it's extremely warm. It's warm. It's like in the 50s, but they were calling for rain. But I went ahead anyway. Um, and, so, and of course, I had to get what?
Time out. You say
Yeah,
it's extremely warm, but it's in the 50s.
She said
That don't
moist first.
I'm gonna say because them two don't them
okay,
two
but wait
don't
a minute. I have walked when it's been in the 30s.
Yeah, we see the
So
picture.
yeah.
I mean, but like I said, you got different black jeans, and you got them East Coast folks black jeans because
No.
Only East Coast folks think 30, 40, 50 degrees is normal.
No, 30
And
degrees is cold. 40 degrees is cold. But 50 this morning, like 50 is warm for 8 o'clock in the morning. And it is.
No,
Because
no.
look, when you start walking, your metabolism, you just naturally warm up when you start walking, right? So
if
when
it
you're
ain't 75,
exercising,
if it ain't 65 on up outside, I go outside past no further than my driveway. I hate all cold.
no, you have to get out sometimes. It's good for you. It just yeah. So anyway, I was walking and I always do my swings. So
Hmm.
I got on the swing and it was drizzling a little bit, but I was like, I'm gonna swing anyway because it makes my day better. So I did. Swinging in the
Now I
rain.
ride my bike in the rain. I ride my bike in the rain. Sure will. I'll be on my bicycle barefooted in some basketball shorts when it's raining, riding the bicycle. Sure will. It won't curl.
Wait a minute. I'm just trying to a bicycle naked in the
Uh-oh.
No,
rain, barefoot.
basketball shorts. Basketball shorts. I'm not doing butt naked nothing. I refuse to ever
Bicycle
go to jail butt naked. Ever.
bicycle basketball shorts. Do you have a bike?
Yeah,
Who has a
I
bike?
got I got like 3 or 4 bikes in my backyard.
I don't have a bike.
Love bicycles. That's how I started. Like when I was a kid, we used to go. It was a neighborhood called Pleasant Grove in Dallas, and it's right over the railroad track from my hood in South Dallas. And we considered that the suburbs. So we would go and steal bikes over there, take them back to the projects. Oh, you want the chain from this bike? Okay, you want the pedals from this
I'm
bike?
selling
Oh, you
bike
want the
parts like car
handlebar from this bike?
parts.
and we'd be out there disassembling and reassembling bikes out there and making our own bikes with all them bikes we done stole.
So let me ask y'all a question on that note, right? Y'all tell me if this is considered stealing. If me and my homies is riding bikes, and then some now we young, now we kids now. Don't we weren't doing it as adults, but we kids, we riding bikes, and these kids that see us that's riding bikes get off their bike and start running. And we get on their bike and leave our bike because their bike is better than our bike. Is that stealing or is that an even trade?
No, they paid. No, that's not. They just paid their dues because they got out their bike when they seen y'all and left the scene. So they.
So when I get out of my car, that makes somebody can get in my car.
If you get out of your car and you leave your keys right there in the seat, I am pulling a Christopher Columbus. I am discovering that car. I'm letting you know that right now. If you get out of your car and I'm walking and I got further to walk and you see me walking and you leave your keys right there, I am pulling a Christopher Columbus on your ass. I sure am.
Jail. Jail. Because you stole my car.
No, I discovered it.
Hey,
you didn't discover nothing.
All right, Christopher Columbus.
I know, right?
I discovered a vehicle I needed.
We need to go put Christopher Columbus in jail too.
You should have been in jail.
Might as well. Man, y'all know today is Friday. Today is all about. It's a beautiful day. I got two things. First, we got to say, let's let it go ahead and give it up for the world can hear. We have another published poet in our clique, man. We have another published poet in our clique.
Lady V, what up? Come on YouTube, Lady V.
Yes. So, Quay, you publishing this anthology. Yo, we seen it, man. You already know. We got to go ahead and give your props out loud. Cool to give your props in the DMs and amongst the cell, but got to give your props out loud. So the word can continue to share these props that you're supposed to be getting.
That's right.
So yeah, we got to let that be known.
How does that feel?
I'm excited about it.
Got to do that for you. Got to do that.
You should be.
I click go hard. Oh man, people need to know that. I click go hard.
Listen,
V putting got her Foxy Brown, old school Foxy Brown, black coffee going on. Yeah, what square business?
You know what's crazy? I know you said no, it's crazy because V is the youngest one in the group, but she got such an old spirit. You have such an old soul. Especially when she get feisty, she be like, "Don't come for me unless I make you come for me." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Like Shirley Murdoch was her granny or something. Like she was like you raised around Shirley Murdoch and all them.
Oh yeah.
Well, my mom, you can blame my mom for that. Like growing up, I've listened to nothing but old school music, so I know all the old tunes y'all be sending in the chat. Also, it's just how like my mom was raised and how my grandmother was raised. Like you walk into a room, you speak. Any room you walk into, it don't matter. If people is talking, you say, "Excuse me, good morning, good afternoon, good evening." You answer the phone like that too. If you call in somebody's house, so like my mom, and my grandmother, they're just really like old school. So that kind of stuck with me. I think I'm really like the only one who is like this, and I'm the youngest.
Wow.
And I was like a pop-up surprise though. So I was.
Like, they were like, "I'm what?"
The way my mom explained it to me,
I wish I had them kind of blessings. I'm the oldest of three children.
Me too.
And my mama had me when she was 16.
My mother was
oldest, youngest, and I'm the middle kid.
Wow.
And Illusion's the middle kid too. I think she said she's middle.
No, she's not middle in her family though, right?
I thought she said she was middle.
No, she's middle with. I don't know. We'll have to double check with her.
Well, you know what? You ain't gotta go no further.
Yeah, Illusion, are you middle? Look at the hair.
No, you see how I'm feeling today, huh?
We done went a whole new.
So everybody's just popping out.
Y'all already know I'm white T-Day, man.
I've been told that I got about 9 different personalities, and I was like, exactly, because you know what I'm saying, I got to be a different me every day. Like,
you came in like Phoenix just now.
Yes, like I am here. So, Illusion, what birth order are you?
Okay, so but I have a stepbrother that was older than me, so I would be
No,
middle.
biological.
Biological, I have no idea because I'm adopted, but adopted family wise, I'm the oldest.
Okay, then you're the oldest.
So
That's
I'm the
it.
middle kid. That's why I have to have my way. That's just it.
My sister didn't
I'm
get to have her
sorry.
way. My
The
sister was
youngest,
the only
the
girl.
youngest gets their way, but not in my family because my older sister, she's the spoiled one. I'm just like, I don't really want it. You could, I could get it myself.
My little brother
Younger
was a
kids
punk.
have to be. Younger kids have to do what the middle and the older ones tell them to do. Not they don't get
Not
what they're saying.
necessarily.
No, see,
Not necessarily.
that don't work
My
like
little
that.
brother was a punk. Like my little brother was a little snitching ass, crying ass little punk. God rest his soul, but he know it. My little brother be the first to tell it. He'd be the first to start crying. But my sister is the middle, and my sister used to want to be around me and my partners. So this is how I knew my sister was crazy. Me and my partners used to play throw up tackle. That's when you just throw up the football, whoever catch it got to run it back and forth to the end zones until you get tackled, and then it go all the way over again. So one day my sister want to come outside and play with us. She want to come outside and play with us. Cool, we playing throw up tackle. You want to play? You got to pick up the ball. Sister picked up the ball, and I'm talking about hit stick her ass. My
You
sister
slammed
got
her?
up.
Are you serious?
That was me. I
My
love
sister
playing with
got
the
up.
guys.
My sister got up. She hugged. She went in the house. Don't think nothing else about it. She went in the house. We still outside playing football, and all of a sudden, what I think is another hit stick. No, my sister done went in the house and got my baseball bat. Brand new, thick, good wooden baseball bat. My sister came back outside, and just swang and hit me right in my ribs.
See,
Then she hit my partner in the leg. She was just swinging at all of us. And we were mad for a minute, and we were going to chase her. And then I'm thinking, now this is my little sister. She going to tell my mama. But since that day forward right there, my sister had been my ride or die. They let me know that my sister was crazy. But I'm the reason that now my sister is deathly afraid of heights, because I used to make my sister climb abandoned apartment, climb the roof of abandoned apartment buildings with me, climb abandoned water towers with me. We used to put rocks on the railroad tracks and try to make it, hoping that the train would fall, until we did it so much to where when the train was coming in our projects, he used to start throwing 6 packs of water and cases of trail mix and little packs of M&Ms and stuff at the train just to keep us from throwing rocks. And this started with me and my sister. And it ended up being my whole project.
Throwing 6 packs of water.
Yeah, he used to throw 6 packs of water out. He used to start throwing Capri Sun out the train and everything, giving it to us to keep us from putting all these rocks on the train tracks.
The people on the train tracks were throwing 6 packs of water?
No, the conductor in the train was throwing the water to us to keep us from putting rocks on the train tracks.
Oh.
We put it's just me and my sister. We would line the whole train track, both sides up with rocks, just to see if the train would tumble over.
Just bad for no reason.
No, at first I was like, why y'all want the train to that was, the gears. I was like, why? You know what? I don't even know. I don't want to know no more. I don't.
But that just goes to show you that middle children, we will do what we have to do to get people to respect us, and then it's over with. Like once that's over, we don't have to do it.
My brother, I guess he wasn't the middle kid, but I guess I would. I don't know. But we used to do some crazy ass. We used to fight, like my children. The way that my kids fight now, we used to fight with each other like crazy. So one particular day, I'm laying in the bed and I'm sick. I ain't feeling good. So he comes with this water gun and he runs in my room and skeets me with the water gun. So and it runs out. So I'm like, yo, this dude better leave me alone. So then he does it again. And I'm like, Ma, get him. Tell him to leave me alone. He wouldn't. So he comes for that last time. I jumped up out of my bed and I grabbed a can of oil sheen. And the way that our house was made, it was like our rooms were over here, and we had this band, like the hallway that went around, and then you walk down the stairs. So he runs around there, and he comes to the part of the stairwell that's open. So from the top, I took the can and I hummed it and bust him in the top of his head. He still got a scar right there. He said, "That's my war wound." He was like, he told everybody.
Violent.
He was like,
Just
I thought you were gonna say that
violent.
you sprayed the oil sheen on the floor and then he went around there. And
no, he had carpet. No, I threw that shit and I bust him in his head. I was like, "Stop playing with me."
Wait. He said he skeet me with the water gun. I was stuck with Did he make the noise? Skeet?
Man, stop messing with her. Say that. This, you know she's sound, and it's just that broken English, man. That's just that broken English.
I was sitting here like, did she just say he skeet me with the water
Yeah,
gun?
he skeet me with the water gun.
I get it, but I'm just wondering, did he say skeet when he pressed the trigger? Skeet.
No, you know what? He didn't, but I ain't looking in my head. I'm like, okay,
It made that noise.
right.
Po-tink.
I don't
It's gonna
know
be
what
all right.
he said. I just know that he was messed up. I got in trouble. I got in so much trouble. My mama took my oil sheen from me. Like that. Like I was like, really? She took the can of oil sheen as if I was like, no, you tell your son stop messing with me. Like that's just what it is. So leave me alone.
Are y'all
Okay, so what is the worst thing that each one of you has done to your sibling?
the worst
Choose
thing?
just one thing for one sibling.
Okay, well, only one that I got, again, fighting. He ran into my mama's room. And so when he ran in there, I put the pillow over his head and I sat on it until he used to kick in his legs. Like I wasn't getting up. Like I was serious as fuck. Like I wasn't getting up. And he kept kicking like so much because he couldn't breathe. So I finally let him up and he said, I'm gonna tell mama you the devil.
Oh shit!
And I was
think the worst.
So can I ask what he did? What did he do to deserve that?
He keep fucking with me. So I'm like, stop fucking with me. Like, leave me alone. Like, I don't even understand why you still.
This was some backed up shit that she was holding on to.
Exactly.
No, we were like,
oh man.
apart. So
I think the worst thing I did made it easy for me to do it because I grew up watching horror movies when I was a little kid. Like my mom used to take us to the movies to watch horror movies. My uncle was a manager at a video store, so he used to bring home the horror movies to watch every weekend. I was a horror movie kid. Me and my sister. And me, my brother, and my sister were latchkey kids before there was a term latchkey kids. We was already in the house by ourselves. And so I used to hit the breaker box. in the kitchen and turn all the lights off while we watching movies. And then I started throwing like my spike dog, the little gremlin. I used to have him. I put him somewhere in the house. My little brother was scared of Teddy Ruxpin, so I used to put Teddy Ruxpin somewhere in the house, turn all the lights off in the house, and have him crying, and then turn the lights back on, and then the Teddy Ruxpin and the striped dog, because both of them were scared of it, they both started screaming and hiding and run out the house and run all the way to Miss Bird's house to call my mama. And my mama would always come home. And I know she tired because my mama used to work a lot of double shifts as a nurse. And I knew she was tired. And my mama would still beat my ass every time.
You said it took extra energy for her to do that.
She would still beat my ass every time. And then when one of my sister teachers had bought her,
so you used to do that a lot?
I used to do it out. I used to do it almost every chance I could, and it's worked every time. It wasn't my bad today. If you lame, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna exploit lame. Yeah, it's inbred in me to exploit lame. And then my sister teacher bought her a whole bunch of Barbie dolls. She bought a whole bunch of brand new Barbie dolls, and I had about 300-400 army men all over the house. So I used to, and I had a bunch of firecrackers. So I used to take her Barbie dolls, take the head off the Barbie doll, put a firecracker in it, and blow up the Barbie dolls. Or I wrap like 2 M80s around Barbie doll, a couple of Barbie dolls,
So
and blow up the Barbie dolls and stuff. To where my sister took a whole bunch of my army men, put them in the pan, and put them in the oven. It melted all my army men.
time out.
I don't know how you figure you getting that time out. You're not gonna
Stop talking. Because you just described that you was Sid from Toy Story terrorizing motherfucking toys.
Pretty much. You close the door, the toys like, get me the fuck out of here.
I used to terrorize my sister Barbie doll. I used to blow them up and all that.
Right. Right, Lady B.
Like, really?
I am not.
So Whit said that y'all sister threw alcohol in his
Let me
eye?
tell you the story. We're in the kitchen. My sister and Wits is sitting at the table. And I know Wits is eating cereal. And I see them both sitting there. My back is turned. The table's behind me. I'm at the sink. I don't know what I was doing at the sink. I turned around and she threw the alcohol right in his damn eye. They wasn't arguing. I don't even think they was having a conversation.
I would have laughed my ass off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We had to have done something to her earlier.
Exactly.
Or another day.
No. My sister is a thug. My sister used to punch all of my homeboys in the face just because.
She a middle child?
Huh?
She's middle. What
No,
order
she
is she?
second. It was me, my sister, and then Wits.
Okay.
Ooh.
And we the three oldest. But man, my sister, you was either her best friend or she was kicking your ass. That's just what it was. And she didn't play. She stabbed one of my friends with a fork. She used to throw garbage on people, throw garbage in people's food. My sister was a thug. She didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
The thing was, what was they gonna do? Because then, man, she made me beat up my friends for no reason, over bullshit, man. My sister, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you say you my big brother, you gonna have to show me. What it do, bro?
I was always the protector, so I didn't do a lot of stuff to them. My brothers used to jump me every time I came in the house. What's to tell you? All of them, they jumped me all the time. So I didn't do a lot of deviant stuff to them because I was always the protector. I was the man in the house, so I didn't do a lot of stuff to them. I really didn't.
That's sweet. I think Wits, can you put up something that y'all did that was mean?
Wits, put up what I did.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, come. We need to hear that from. I need to hear that from Wits.
Maybe I didn't think it was mean, but they might have thought it was mean.
Exactly. I need to hear from Wits that you did not do anything to anybody.
Oh, Wits said one of our friends was at the house, and he was making her laugh, and my sister got jealous, so he was giving her attention.
Alcohol, damn.
So
stop making her laugh.
I don't have any stories of terrorizing my siblings because the age difference. Like my older sister, we 8 years apart. My other sister, we 5 years. I terrorized my cousin.
Okay, so what you do to your cousin?
Well, we did stuff to each other. So she's the type of person that you can only play with her butt for so long. Like,
oh, okay.
She's one of those that just be going to the extreme. You be like, all right,
together.
Okay, relax. Like, why are you so hyper? Like, stop hitting me. Stop touching me. I'm finished. I don't want to play anymore.
Oh, she was one of
those. Yeah, like
I don't like them kind of kids. Them little punk kids.
But I didn't really like. We just terrorize each other. I can't think of like a specific memory, but with a family friend, I had to be like in elementary school, and I was one of those kids. Like, if I'm mad, like leave me alone. Don't try to talk to me. Don't try to do nothing. And she just kept bothering me, right? So I'm just like, can you please leave me alone? So she kept like doing this, and I'm like, all right, can you please leave me alone? She kept doing it. So, and my other cousin was in the car, and she was looking at me like, please don't. And I'm like, I'm telling her to leave me alone, and she keep touching me. So I kind of like beat her up in the car.
You just look so innocent. Like, I kind of like beat her up
because she was bothering me. So like I grabbed her and I was just like, leave me alone. Like, stop touching me.
All y'all violent. Y'all need to come and talk to the ghetto Dr. Phil.
Beat her up, but she was messing with me, so I still beat her up. Like,
right.
Y'all need to come talk to the ghetto Dr. Phil. Come and release all this pent up childhood aggression that you have stored up in your life.
Pent up childhood aggression over here. We got our childhood aggression out.
I know.
Prada, we talking about sibling beef. Did you have any beef with your siblings? Did you get terrorized, or were you the terrorizer with your siblings?
Oh, I have another story. So my older sister, she was showing off for her little friends in the house or whatever. So she threw, let me tell y'all the type of boot she threw at me. She threw a black Tim at me. So it didn't just hit me. It like smacked me in my face. I was so livid. I was like, wait till mommy get home. Oh, I was in my room, yeah. When mommy get home, I'm snitching. I don't even snitch, but I'm snitching today. Like, you about to get it. I was
trying not to expose herself.
Yeah, that's a heavy shoe. That's a heavy shoe.
You trying not to expose yourself. Talk to the ghetto Dr. Phil. Were you the torturer or the torturee in your childhood?
You, Prada, talk to us. What you got?
So I'm the oldest. I have a younger sister who's 17 months younger than me, and she's the devil. She taught me we learned how to fight early, and every day there was bloodshed. Every day growing up. Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, as the older I got, the stronger I got, the more dangerous it got for her. So I think my parents knew that, and we scrapped. I mean, every fucking day. Wow. Sorry. And then when we went to high school, she was in the same high school as me for the last 2 years, but I got my driver's license first. So yes, there was a lot of exploitation, and there was a lot of mental warfare, and things got much more complicated, like Cold War, spy shit. But we got in a fight one time driving. I grew up in the mountains east of Albuquerque, and it was a 45-minute drive to school every day. And we got in a fight, and she punched me while I was driving.
God damn!
And my car, I was in a 4-door old Jeep Wagoneer, an 89 is a tank, right? Thank God it was a freaking tank. And I drove off the road and hit a rock, a massive rock, and blew both of the right tires out. Wow. And so someone's got some splaining to do. Seriously came down the pipe on that. Finally, she got her comeuppance on that. But every day growing up was miserable. But I learned how to take a hit and how to hit, so it's all good now.
Tiffany, that is crazy.
I'll tell you one thing. Y'all play dangerous.
Yeah, Tiffany said she got locked in the trunk.
I have a bunch of them, but I'm only going to share one. So, I'm my youngest sister. She came along. She was a mistake. I done told her a million times. We had to tell her that because she wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be the youngest kid. So anyway,
first of all,
I put her. We were in the
evil.
Huh? Oh, it's not.
That's just evil.
Exactly. So we were in the tub, and I told her she wanted to learn how to swim, so I knew how to swim. So we were in the tub, and I said, I was like, come on, I'll teach you. So we were in the bathtub, and I took her head. I said, you've got to go under the water. So I just held her head in the water. I wouldn't let her.
Me and you, we need to go sit in the therapy class because we had a lot of anger issues.
I just didn't know why she was here. Why do you even exist?
You know what?
Just evil.
I was going to teach her how to swim and take her out of her misery and resolve my issue all at the same time.
I need Stefan to pray for you, Kendra, today.
I'm the middle sister, but I'm glad I know how to fight. Okay, Kendra ain't gonna try to take me out. I'm glad I know how to.
She didn't know I was trying to take her out. So that's the whole.
You would have been. I would have said, I'm about to grab your head too. We about to be together.
I just want to say this right here, Kendra, because you tell us you're an angel, right? And we are meant to believe that you're an angel. We're supposed to believe that you're an angel. What I want to know is, as you being an angel, were you
Who believes
part?
that though, E-Man? Who believes that?
Were you part of the 2/3 that followed Mr. Morningstar?
No. No, I was
Because
mean
it
then. I didn't become an
seems to
angel.
me-
He recruited me as I got older.
Because it seems to me
I was
that,
too bad. I
that
was
you
too
have
bad.
suffered,
Then you got
that you have suffered from the sin of envy for quite a long time.
No, I didn't see her. I just
This
didn't
is
want her
the
to.
ghetto Dr. Phil talking to you. You sitting on my couch right now. We getting all this out.
What did I envy? I didn't envy anything about her. She was the I
You
just didn't. I
envied
didn't know
You
her.
her.
envied
You
because she was
envied her
there.
place.
She wasn't
You
supposed to
envied
be
her
here.
role
You
as the
remember that
youngest
word?
child in the family dynamic,
Exactly.
which can be kind of traumatizing for a young
It was
person
very
who doesn't know
traumatizing.
how to deal with those kind of emotions as they come. So, talk to the ghetto Dr. Phil, Kendra. Exercise that envious demon within you. Talk to me.
She
I just
claims
didn't
it's
want her
not there
here.
anymore.
That was it.
Yo, don't say that.
No, I love her
No.
now.
No,
I started loving
she didn't
her.
have to share her parents.
You
She
started
didn't have
loving
to
her,
share certain
so
snacks.
that means at a time you did not love her,
I
right?
had to think about the age. Yeah, like when she first. Yeah, it took a minute.
Oh my gosh.
We see.
So
Your parents should have brought you to that class where you hold the baby and you understand the sibling class. You know what I'm saying? Where you get used to having a sibling because
Well, I had my older sister. We used to both do stuff to her, but I was the one. I had to do stuff to both of them though, because
yeah, but you was trying to kill people.
right.
Kendra, I'm
Kendra was like Esther from
asked
Orphan.
me to teach her how to swim. So I
At
was
least mine
doing
was
what
for
she
a
asked me to
reason,
do. That was just part of the process.
For no damn reason. I had a reason. Like that.
she just said,
I had a reason
Pepper,
too.
no.
She asked me to teach her how to swim
But it's not
in the
no, ma'am.
bathtub.
It's no ma'am. No.
God have mercy.
Have
No,
you
ma'am.
have any of y'all ever let them take the blame for something that you did?
Did I
No,
let them take the blame for
No,
something
I
did?
always took the blame. So let me tell you what my sisters used to do because they trifling hoes. They would order pizza. They would order Domino's, right? They'd be like, so my nickname is Butter. So they'd be like, Butter,
Yeah.
we just ordered pizza. You want pizza? I'm like, all
Can't
right,
get
I'm a little kid. I want pizza. All right, go ask daddy for money because we ordered pizza. So I'm like, all right, I'm the person that he gonna give the money to. Y'all disrespectful as hell. Like it's not 12 o'clock at night and y'all ordering Domino's. Like what the fuck is wrong with y'all? So I would go in the room. I'd be like, your daughter's ordered pizza. So can I have the money for the pizza? Him being asleep, he'll be like, just go in my wallet, take out whatever, how much you need, and for the pizza. They used to do that up until the time they started like sneaking out to parties and whatever. I'm just like, y'all trifling. They did that all like every other week. They would do that, and I'm just like,
Oh,
That was sweet of you to do
got
that.
everybody ass whooped.
I'm gonna tell y'all that story as soon as V finish. I'm gonna tell y'all that story.
He was so sweet, taking the blame for everything. I wouldn't have done it.
Oh, he ain't took no blame.
V.
no,
Oh.
G.
Okay, yeah.
Not
oh, well,
he or he.
I mean, I wasn't the one always getting in trouble. I laughed at everything. So like my grandmother and my mom hated my laugh because it was that giggle like, yo, didn't I tell you to go to bed? Why are you awake?
Yeah.
And my cousin would constantly make me laugh, so I would get hit. So I'd be like, you know what? You trifling too. Oh yeah, motherfuckers are trifling.
I need to hear this story. How everybody got their ass whooped.
Listen,
And we're sitting there licking his fingers and shit, and y'all done got y'all ass whooped.
so my mom's. I forgot my mom's name. She went somewhere taking care of her business, right? So, we in the crib, and we didn't really realize which kept leaving out the room. My mom was gonna make a cake, and the whole frosting was but it's for my mom.
No, they got an echo. Somebody is
business, right?
feedback or something.
Somebody got a TV on.
Yeah, because like we could barely. It's coming in and out.
It's better now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So We didn't notice Wits is leaving in and out of the room. We ain't noticed that. My mother come home. She came in the room with the whole, the whole thing, the frosting. Open up. Who ate the frosting? Everybody looking around. Then we notice where the smell of the chocolate fudge icing is coming from Wits. He's like, yo, son, tell her who did it. He's like, I didn't do it. Who did it? I'm whooping everybody. Now he already caught. I didn't do it. My mother taught. It's now it was, I want to say it was 6 of us at the time. It took about an hour to whoop everybody.
Oh
man, and I'm the oldest, so I get most of the ass whooping. I said, son, you can at least let us get some of the icing.
Hey, you gonna get your ass whipped? You
I've been running up.
y'all
I've been like, I'm telling, and I'm gonna beat Wits up.
You supposed to have got a blanket party that night.
Ain't no way.
I know Wits, we owe you one, bro.
Y'all do. That was rude. I mean, him saying he didn't do it.
Like that's a 20, 30-year-old ass whipping coming.
Exactly.
I done got stronger since then.
But don't you hate it? Like you the first one to get whipped, and it's like all their anger, you taking all that. My daddy used to, so my dad had this big long belt. It was leather. It was about this thick wide. It was leather and it had holes in it. So of course, it cut through the air. And we would, like whatever we would do, it would be, my daddy was military, so it would just be, go to your room. That was it. And when we knew, go to your room, we already knew what time of day it was. So we both went to our rooms. And it's like my brother would be in there putting like buku clothes on. Like he would be putting shorts and shit on. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, he ain't gonna whip that hard. I'm gonna just take it. Lies, trash, garbage, and bull. Okay. Ooh. Like that belt would cut through the air, like you would hear the before you even like, oh.
Nah.
He would be in there with all of his pants on and stuff, getting like, I ain't putting no clothes on. I was like, nah, I'm just taking it. I'm just taking it. It would be stupid stuff. Like he would do shit and we both would get in trouble because I didn't do anything. Like I really didn't do nothing. But it was always him, and we both getting in trouble. That's just like my because I'm like, who did it? I don't give a fuck who did it. Everybody ass in trouble.
Well, I know. I remember one day, and this is throwed out shit I could not make up. We in the projects, me and my brother and sister in the house. We supposed to be cleaning up the house. Me and my sister in the bathroom arguing over who gonna clean up the bathroom. I don't want to clean the bathroom up. I need to be outside right now. My partner's supposed to go fight. My sister mad and trying to make me stay in the bathroom where my sister slammed the toilet seat down. The whole toilet tank busted. All the water in the bathroom, everything. The whole toilet busted. I'm looking at my sister. My brother standing outside the bathroom now because he done heard it. I'm looking at my sister. I'm figuring to go run outside. I'm supposed to go run to my auntie house. I'm getting ready to run out the door. My mama called on the phone. I don't know what made my mama call on the phone to check on us. Everything all right, mama? I'm supposed to take out the trash. Let me talk to Lori. Lori used the bathroom, mama. I think Lori on the, she boo-booing. But let me talk to Roger. Roger playing with his toys, mama. Andre, let me talk to one of my damn kids. I said, Mama, I'm not gonna go in there in the bathroom. My brother just happened to come out and bust out crying. He get on the phone with my mama. And it's the only time I love my baby. Mama, I'm sorry. I set the seat down too hard and it busted the toilet. I'm sorry. My brother took the blame for busting his toilet seat. My mama didn't whoop him. My mama still didn't whoop him. When my mama got home, because I'm the oldest child, and it wasn't supposed to happen in the first place, and because I lied on the phone, and because I didn't tell her that it happened, my mama woke me up out of my sleep, made me go get in the tub, and whooped my ass immediately after I got out the tub. That's the kind of ass whooping I used to get.
Damn.
Mama, you know how much motherfucking money they supposed to charge me to fix this shit?
Oh, don't you hate that? You get talked to. You getting a lecture and an ass whipping at the same time.
Right. When they hitting with every word.
No,
Like,
ain't
right.
nothing.
Man, that was bad saying.
Ain't nothing worse.
Them kind of ass whooping. I don't know if y'all done had them kind of ass whooping. Them kind of ass whooping right there. Well, I say them the worst kind of ass whooping.
Nah, ain't
Them
nothing
almost
worse.
worse than get whooped in front of your partners and you can't book your mama.
You know what?
I have to share one with food.
About you. Shut up, V.
I have to share one with food with V, and this was my little sister. So, me and this girl that was living with us at the time, I was a senior in high school. My parents had just got me a brand new car, and so New Year's I was slick. Drove up to the beach. My parents, I wasn't supposed to be there. Long story short, wasn't supposed to be there. Snuck, went to the beach, came back, and of course we got caught because our alibi didn't know she was an alibi because it was my friend was supposed to make the alibi. She didn't. She just messed up. So anyway, we kind of put ourselves on punishment. I was like, I don't even want to hear what they got to say. I'm just gonna go back in the room and I'm not coming out for a minute. So we had this hamburger spot. He's got to the point, of course we ate, we could come out, but I just wanted something from this hamburger spot. So we called up there and told them that we were homeless. We didn't have any food. And that we really needed some food and all that stuff. So my older sister take my younger sister. We dressed her up like she was just a bum. And she went up there and got us 2 hamburger plates with all the fixings.
Your ass need to be beat every time. Every time your mama and them think about that, you need your ass whooped.
We did. That was bad. I was like, I don't believe we did that. No, I believe I did it. It was just stupid to let somebody else handle the alibi. That's why I got caught. I didn't get caught.
My question is, did your
Angels don't get caught.
find out you did that? Did your parents ever find that out?
Yes, because they knew beforehand. But back then you didn't have cell phones or whatever.
Right.
So they took my car for like a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's all? I would have been dead.
They took my car.
Yeah, it's like dead. They gotta do a seance so they could talk to me or something.
My daddy was he was so mad. Oh
Ain't
my God.
nothing worse than
My parents would be cussing out the medium, talking about, you hurry up and get them on the line. I'm gonna yeah.
Ain't nothing worse.
Sprinkle some of this on them so they could come quicker.
Ain't nothing worse. Yeah,
Chill, sneaky Stefan. We started to learn more about this angel right here.
I was bad. I told you I was sneaky, but I didn't get caught. So that was like one of my first times getting caught. So I didn't know how to react. I'm like, my dad, but he just looked so disappointed. I just could not take it.
But did you
stop? Go back in the room, huh?
But did you stop doing stuff once he found out?
No, I started doing stuff that I knew he wasn't gonna find out about.
It'd be like that sometimes.
She said she got better.
You know what's crazy as a kid? I wasn't sneaky. I guess because my mama was so caught up, she wasn't paying no attention. I wasn't sneaky. You know how my mama found out I was gang banging and selling dope?
You're
through
beautiful.
Flat Stanley. My mama found out through Flat Stanley that I was gang banging and selling dope. That's how my mama found out.
As a person?
The Flat Stanley project. I was in the 6th grade and we got the Flat Stanley project at school, which is you make the little Flat Stanley figure out cardboard. And
wait, E-Man, I'm not trying
to.
I just need to know if that was you. Did you do that? I just need to know. I didn't mean to cut you off, E-Man. I just got to know. What brother?
My brother pulled his pants down and moved his grocery store camera, and the people came outside of the store and took all our groceries back, made my mom come up there and get it.
My mother was so mad when she got home.
Who did that? John, was that you?
My other brother.
No.
Okay, so we need a good John story.
Listen, him and Witz went to the store. We always got, somebody's breaking up. They went to the store. We always got turkey and cheese. That was a favorite thing. We always gonna have turkey and cheese. The man, they sliced the cheese and everything, paid for it. My brother decides to moon the camera. All that shit, man. Get the money and don't come back. Now, mind you, we go to the store all the time. We've been going to the store since we was young. They know my moms. It ain't like, you know what I mean? They know us. They give us that shit back. Take your money and get the hell out of here.
Damn. I mean, he just that.
I need Wits to type in a good job
I
story.
know. That's why I'm like, look, yes, Wits,
because John acting like he ain't ever done nothing, and I know that's not true.
Nah, John seemed like the sibling.
They didn't see y'all do nothing.
He not gonna tell us. He wants somebody else. Somebody else gonna have to tell us.
Exactly.
And then he'll elaborate on the story.
That's why we gonna get Benny on here one day. Benny gonna tell us.
I was the protector. I didn't do nothing to my siblings. It was outside of my shit.
You just didn't get caught doing nothing to him?
You did something at some point.
Don't get me wrong.
At some point, you did something to a sibling of yours. At some point.
Nah. I really didn't. I mean, unless they got something that I didn't get yet, but they really didn't. Yeah.
But to you girls, y'all got the privilege of being all the way sneaky. Because daddy don't think y'all gonna do that.
That's not true. That's not true. Because all right, so let me tell y'all this. My mom didn't have to beat me and my siblings. She gave us the look, and that was like a slap in your face. It was my grandmother you had to worry about. So when it was me and my cousins all in the house, you know that one person that's getting beat, and you try not to laugh. You try to hold it in, because if you start laughing, you go get hit too. I was that person. Like I would try so hard to hold it in because I'd be like,
I'm a lad. My mama would tell me, all right, keep on. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give your ass something to laugh about. But because I'm a lad, you getting your ass whooping. I ain't got to get my ass whooped. I'm laughing.
Listen, my mother had a belt like that, and she used to whoop us with the plastic wiffle ball bat.
Oh.
Yeah, that plastic get on your skin.
Nah, my grandmother, it's whatever she could get. So normally it would be her slipper, but her slipper wasn't that thick. But something don't hurt you that hard unless you really forcing it to hurt you. So I was just like, that don't make no sense how that slipper is like this then. Like a damn wall.
And they had Granny got about 300 years worth of slavery all up in that swing.
Really, John?
Yeah, my mom called my brother and sister fighting
made them stay in the house. Turned on the shower in the bathroom and climbed out the bathroom window.
Here's the story. We in the crib. This chick that from down the block named Taisha was at the crib. Taisha had a little thing for me. It was real pretty. So I'm cleaning up the crib. Taisha and my sister sitting inside talking. So my sister, what did she do? She smacked me or something, and while Shorty was sitting right there. So I had to cuff her back. I can't take the loss, right? I cuff her back. My mom's running the room, jump on me. She hit me and chopping me and she's doing. Then she made me stay in the house. My sister went to the party. I had to stay in the house. Taisha just got back around the way. I was like, hell no. I locked that door, turned that shower on. The bathroom window ain't but this big. I climbed out that window. I did the fire escape like the monkey bars. Came out the other building, went to the party. I got my ass whooped when I came back, but me and Taisha had to go.
I know that's right.
I don't care.
Y'all was like, I'm about to study this movie. I'm about to see how they did that. Wait up, let me take some notes over here. I'm about to do that.
I know that's right.
I got when Stefan said that about the scripture, that was funny because I remember one time my mom was whipping. My dad only whipped us like I got 2 whippings from my dad in my entire life. Wow. But Mama used to whip us all the time. And one time after she whipped, because we used to talk about it. They talked about it at church. And so after she whipped me, I just told her, I was like, well, I know you just whipped me because you love me. So sweet.
I whipped my daughter one time.
Here's another Kendra made everybody quiet moment. It's like she don't be remembering that. Okay.
She was trying to be mean, but I was just trying to let her know. I know you just did it because you love me, so you can whip me if you want to. And then I'm gonna take the belt and I'm gonna hide it. We grew up when after she got finished whipping us, we would take them and throw them. We had an attic, so we would let the attic down and we would take the belts and we throw them up there. So when it was time to whip us again, she couldn't find her belt.
That's why my mother ended up getting the wiffle ball bat, and we was mad we hid the belt at that point.
We didn't have no bats.
I'm gonna tell you, I whooped my daughter one time. I whooped my baby one time. Just the week before I took her back to Dallas. I whooped her. First time I ever had to whoop her. She's 9. Don't you know that immediately after I whooped my snooker boogers, because she wouldn't cry in front of me. That was number one. And I'm hurt that I gotta whoop your ass and you can't give me one tear. So I'm fucked up about that. And I'm just attacking, I'm whooping legs, like I'm attacking the legs with this belt. And it fucked me up so much that I went downstairs in the living room in the dark, sitting there and just bust out crying. I never want to feel like that again.
Aww.
I bust out crying. I was like, my wife is like, yeah, I'm like, man, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't ever want to do that again.
Everybody's not made to do that.
I ended up.
But no, it's like some lines I get, especially with a father. Some lines because I feel like with my girls, I don't lie to my girls. And like I told him, y'all are the only people I've never ever told a single lie to, ever. And I demand that same respect from y'all. I don't care what you tell anybody else. You better not ever lie to me.
Yeah, you don't have no reason to. That's how I feel. Yeah,
that's what they came from. I don't ever want to put my kid. I let they mamas be the villains. That's what mamas is for. All you mamas is villains. I don't.
What?
I'm fun daddy. I make s'mores. We dance to pop music together. We make up silly words and stupid songs. We play with toys. We play video games, play board games, read books. That's all I want to be. That's my job, is to be fun daddy. Villain is nowhere in my genetic makeup. That's for all you mamas. All of y'all.
That's not supposed to be on.
We don't have to.
God damn, no pal. Shit.
Some brother opens the door, turns to look, and he front kicked me in the chest. Oh my God. And going back to what Tiffany said earlier, that is so true. That's what they do. When you whip somebody, it's just like, you're telling them, you better not cry, you better not scream. And it's like, I don't like, how am I not supposed to cry?
I don't tell mine don't cry. I'm like, look, I said, now look, you go up in the other room and go get yourself together, fix your face, okay?
You give them time to fix their face. Like, how long are you supposed to give them to fix their face?
Oh, yeah. I never understood that. That's a good question. Right. What is the time limit after ass whooping to not cry no more? Because after about a few minutes, your mama's like,
when they calm down.
And then you could come back out. Y'all know how I was last night, because the kids, and I have one of my kids, my track kids, and I'm like I tell them all the time, y'all, if y'all see me breathing and walking away, y'all just go the other way. I am going to lose every part, every atom in my body is going to be like, what's the movie, Lucy? And she just went everywhere. Like, I'm about to blow. Like, please walk away.
That's like me.
What did Illusion look like? She was about to start an erotic poem when she did that. She's like,
it's the hair.
She's like, when you start shaking, it's like, oh, okay. Where we going?
Right. What are we doing? This is not the after dark hour. We can't do this right now.
Listen, y'all, I got to close it out, man. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. It ain't nothing better than having this family here with me, man. This is an amazing morning. Like I said in the beginning, today is the best day to be the best you. So get out on your best foot and do the best you can do today for you today. I challenge you to be better than you were yesterday. You have everything you need to be super great and super amazing. Do not let this world stop you. Do not let this world tell you you're not worthy of good life, good love, good health, and definitely enough wealth. So I'm challenging you to be good today. I'm challenging you to be great. Get out and do it. Get out and do it. Show this world how to love you. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is going down. Be on the show. Be on the Zoom. If you ain't got the Zoom information, you better holler at your boy, because it's going down. See y'all next week, unless I see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love.